So our next speaker, inshallah, will be Dr. Shabeer Khan. So Dr. Shabeer Khan is a long way from home and has traveled many miles to speak at NACIF. Dr. Khan is an assistant professor at the College of Business at Al Yamaha University in Saudi Arabia. Dr. Khan held key academic and advisory positions in Turkey, Pakistan, and Malaysia. Dr. Khan has an extensive background in Sharia, Islamic finance, and economics. Please welcome Dr. Shabeer Khan.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much for the Guidance College to give me opportunity and to present our work. This is actually our work is regarding, we are trying to compare Islamic stocks. So our study is mostly focused on the stocks market. So we try to look at the connectivity between USA Islamic stocks and global Islamic indices. So we cover like emerging markets, Asia Pacific and GCC. And we have used quantile VAR models to look at how much these two markets are connected. So if you look at the model, it's very simple. So what we try to look at to see the connectivity, how one market is impacting another. Are they on transmitter the impact or receiver the impact? So if you look at the introduction, so we try to understand the markets, particularly the stock sides. So Islamic finance, of course, is emerging, it's growing with the passage of time. So of course, not only related to Muslim country, but going to look at expanding to the non-Muslim country too. And then when it expand to a broader market, like a big market to US and all others, so we have the problem of, you can say, the globalization and then the volatility issue. So the objective of our study is to see, to investigate the interconnectedness and volatility spillovers between USA Islamic Index and other global Islamic indices. If you look at the literature, so in literature we have seen that many studies conducted and they have seen that we have some issue of you can say bigger economy spillover impact on Islamic countries and particularly Islamic indices. And we have the issue of, for example, how is Islamic finance has performed better, particularly Islamic banking, when it's come to the resilience in the time of crisis. But of course, this question is also criticized by some scholars. We have seen their paper. What they're saying is that since Islamic finance is majority Muslim, operating in majority Muslim countries, and the issue in these countries is that they are not much connected with the world. So when you have a lack of connectivity with the world, so that's maybe one of the issue that Islamic finance remain resilient. It may not be due to the nature of the product we have, because of mostly the product Islamic finance is offering not too much differ from conventional when it's come to operation side. Okay, if you look at our samples, so we have collected data from Bloomberg. It's spanning from 2016 to 2024. And we have collected data for different stocks and different markets. So we have Islamic, USA Islamic, we have World Islamic. We have developed in emerging markets. We have GCC Islamic, UK Islamic, Europe, and almost we have tried to cover all the Islamic indices we have. And of course, we also included to control for, you can say this, the issue of some major stocks like some major global factor, like we have oil, we have world commodity, and we have US interest. So we have used quantile VAR. Yes, so we have used quantile VAR connectedness approach. So in this approach, we are trying to see which market is receiving the impact and which market is impacting other. In other words, transmitter the impact to other. So if you look at our stocks, we have this, generally, if you look at in all these stocks, so one thing is very clear that after COVID, and particularly during COVID, we have decline in the markets generally, and we have only Sukuk, which is performing a bit differ when it's come to all others. So this is the differences we have. And then this, if you look at this graph, it's very simple. In this figure, we see that's a total connectedness, how much these markets are connected totally with each other. In other words, the total connectivity of all these models. So it means that in majority of cases, we have seen it's close to 70%. So it means there's a high connectivity in all these stock markets across all these countries. So in this graph, we have seen that there is a impacting from others and impacting others. So there's a two others impact and there's from other impact, which is, and then we have a net connectedness. So I will show this all in this simple figures. So here, if you see, we have different connectedness, particularly we see here, we have a yellow and we have this blue. In case of blue means they are impacting other markets. Yellow means they are receiving impact from others. So the transmitter market, particularly here we have seen as Asia Islamic market, we have Asia Pacific market, and we have emerging markets. And when it's come to US, so in case of US Islamic, it's impacting from all other market, of course, because the reason is very simple. It's small compared to others markets we have. That's one of the reason they are impacting from all others. So here, in conclusion, we can say that overall connectivity is 70% in all these markets. So it shows that there's a high connectivity. And then the US index or US Islamic index identified as a net receivers of impact from others because of the small size compared to all others. And then when it's come to global factor, particularly interest, US interest as a net transmitter, of course, it's impacting all other stocks. And then we have world Islamic indices, particularly Saudi Arabia index. We have a Sukuk index. They have a weak net receiver impact. So when they have a weak net receiver impact, so what is the policy implication? So every investors, they are looking for one thing, that is diversification, how to diversify the portfolio. So one of the, you can say, important finding we can have from here is that all other markets are in one way or another, they are either transmitter or recipients in come of, when it's come to a strong coefficients, here we have seen, but here we see when it's come to the net, since we don't have time to discuss this in detail, but what I'm trying to see here is that in case of these three markets, like we have a Sukuk market, we have Saudi Arabia Islamic index market, and generally Tadawul market, and we have world Islamic indices. So these three stocks are giving us diversification opportunity because of having a weak connectedness. When the connections or the relation or the links are weak, so in this case, there's some sort of opportunity that you can get diversification benefits, because if it's closely connected, then of course it will be impacted from any change happen in other markets. So because of having this advantage of low connectivity, in this case, we can have this benefits of particularly for investor, they can benefit for investing in these stocks. So this was our study. I'm looking to hear from you, particularly suggestion regarding how to improve it. It's initial. So we're also like this study can be expanded by adding the comparative, like for example, we have only focus on Islamic stocks. We can also can compare this, or anyone, if they're interested, any one of you are interested to look at the comparative version. So we're here to help you too in this regard. Thank you very much.